Basic children's age level fact did you only find out embarrassingly later in life. 1. My 31-year-old girlfriend thought islands don't touch the bottom of the ocean. 2. My grandma always made me eat the crust of my bread because it has the most nutrients. In college when I told my younger cousin that in front of my grandma, she laughed and said, "I only told you that so you wouldn't waste the crust." Similarly, that if you turn the lights on and off too fast you'll start a fire. Once I became a parent I realized it's just a way to stop kids from being annoying. 3. A few years ago I was searching for different classical pieces in Spotify, getting frustrated that every version Spotify had of works by composers like Beethoven and Bach were covers performed by modern orchestras. My idiot brain was looking for original recordings from the 18th century until it finally realized how dumb that was. 4. Once when I was 17 I was losing my mind trying to find cupcake mix in the baking aisle. Only to then have the epiphany that cupcakes are just small cakes. 5. Was 23 when I learned I was allergic to apples. Someone was complaining about their throat closing up after smoking and I responded with, "Oh yeah, like when you eat an apple." You can imagine how the conversation went from there. 6. My mom used to tell me the car doesn't start if the seatbelts aren't buckled. Didn't know that wasn't a real feature until I was 22. 7. Reindeer are a real animal. When I found out about Father Christmas I thought that meant reindeer weren't real. I was very much an adult when I was very confused and excited to see one in real life. 8. My cousin's name. Growing up we'd always called her Tori, always that and nothing else. A couple of years ago, well into my 20s, she's visiting and we go to a restaurant. Our waitress comes up and says, "Hi there, my name's Victoria and I'll be taking care of you." My cousin says, "Oh neat, that's my name too." I was surprised by that cause my dumbass never put together that Tori was short for Victoria. 9. Why there are no 10 birthday candles in stores. I was complaining about it with my husband and he said you're supposed to put 1 and O together and that was the lowest point in my entire life. 10. That howdy is short for how do you do. 11. My mother used to feed me dark green lettuce as salads. I loved it even when I was a kid. I think I was 17 and I had a friend over for dinner. Asked my mom for seconds of dark green lettuce. Friend looks at me like I'm a fucking idiot. You mean spinach? Moms had been fooling me my whole life.